Professor Schwab, thank you for talking to Republic. And when you talk about globalization 4.0, what is it that you mean, and where do you see India fitting into the bigger picture?
First, Globalization 4.0 has a lot to do with the fourth industrial revolution. We are living in a time where technological change will have a tremendous impact on not only on businesses but also on countries. It will define which countries will be the most competitive ones in the future. Those countries which embrace innovation, which embrace agility. The World Economic Forum feels that India has a particular positive opportunity in this new world because it has high-tech industry already developed, not in all fields, but in certain areas. And it has particularly a very strong, curious, entrepreneurial young generation, which could be used at its full potential if there are the necessary policies in place.
When you talk about the fourth industrial revolution, what are the bigger challenges we are facing, and where do you think India will really have to cope up? What are the challenges that India is facing in particular?
I think the key in the fourth industrial revolution is artificial intelligence. Of course, there are many other technological breakthroughs like the Internet of Things, like CRISPR, the new gene modifying technology, there are self-driving cars, and I could go on and on, drones. But artificial intelligence is the heart of the fourth industrial revolution. And here India has to make special efforts to keep up, particularly with the United States and with China. China has recognized very well the importance of doing research, advancing everything which has to do with artificial intelligence, because it will be the key decisive factor for competitiveness tomorrow.
And even when we were talking earlier, you said that there's going to be a major shift in jobs in the way we function towards the industrial revolution. So, in particular, the challenges you also spoke about is the education system that needs to revise in the country.
This is particularly important for India, with half of the population below 24 years old, which means this is the young part of the population, which urgently needs the education and to acquire the skills which are needed for tomorrow. I would say coding, for example, to be taught already at an early age is a very important factor. People have to understand that we are not anymore living in a traditional world, but that we are living in a new, much more digitalized, much more, let's say, virtual world, which offers many opportunities. But education is the fundament to have an entry card into this new world.
Right. Also, we're talking before the World Economic Forum 2019, which is slated to take place in Davos next month. And it's going to have a plethora of key players all come under one roof that include bureaucrats, CEOs, government organizations, and participation that we're going to see on a very, very big level. What are the bigger points that you're trying to solve, the key aim that you're trying to achieve by bringing all these people under the same roof in terms of devising global governance systems?
I think that the big challenges of the future cannot be solved by governments alone on a global level, by business alone or by civil society alone. I think it needs collaborative efforts. I would integrate, and we are integrated in Davos, we have integrated also the young generation. I think science has to be very much present, and it's only through such common efforts, through dialogue, so that we can make progress in the world. And that's the role of the World Economic Forum. It's more and more recognized. We are today an official international organization. And if you look at all the challenges in the world today, it's not astonishing that particularly Davos in January 2019 will be a place where we look forward to how to structure global cooperation in the future.